All right, on page 82, we're going to look at the enzyme Catalase. We want to see if potatoes have catalase. So this tube has a pinch of sand and 5 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2. When H2O2 is converted by catalase, the products are water and oxygen. And if oxygen were produced, we would see bubbling or effervescence. And in this tube, there is none. So that's a 0 for tube 1. Tube 2 has a cubic centimeter, a chunk of potato with the hydrogen, hydrogen peroxide. And as you can see, there's some bubbling. I'd give this maybe a 1+. It's a pretty strong 1+. So maybe 1.5. Probably a 1 though. This tube, on the other hand, has that same amount of potato, but it was ground up with a little bit of sand in a mortar and pestle. And as you can see, it is very, very bubbly. So this is definitely a 3+. So we have 0, 1+, and 3+ for the amount of effervescence on those tubes. So clearly, potatoes do have the enzyme catalase. Next, we will look to see if the enzyme catalase is affected by pH by adding sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. So we are going to look now at the effective pH on the enzyme catalase, which is on page 83. So tube number 1 here has 5 milliliters of water and the 1 cubic centimeter of macerated potato. And it's been sitting for 3 minutes. I'm now going to add the hydrogen peroxide to it. And we will look to see what happens to that one. Tube 2 has hydrochloric acid. And I will add the hydrogen peroxide to it. And tube 3 has the NaOH, sodium hydroxide. So what we are looking for is the effervescence or bubbling that is the result of catalase producing oxygen. So tube number 1 with the water, we're getting a good amount of bubbling pretty quickly. So I would call that a good 3+ maybe. Tube number 2 with the hydrochloric acid, tiny bit of bubbles, maybe a ½ at most, but certainly not much. And tube number 3 with the NaOH, 0. No bubbling coming up from that one at all. So clearly the pH has an effect. Tube 1 with the water is neutral, pH 7. Tube 2 with the hydrochloric acid is very acidic. And tube 3 with the sodium hydroxide, that's very basic. So record your results on table 4 on page 83 and then answer the questions to see if you can figure out what's happening and why.